a rainy start to Easter. Yes. But I think most of us made the best of it.
I know. Well, and that's the thing. We knew the front was coming through for the morning. We knew it wasn't going to rain all day, but we knew it was going to rain for church egg hunts in the morning. Yeah. I think probably the worst possible time it could have rained yesterday, but we were prepared for it. Yes. We moved our egg hunt inside.
Same at ours, yes.
We knew about it a couple days even before then. It ended up being okay. The kids didn't care at all.
Yeah, they don't notice. No. And you got some great photos.
We had a great weekend, a great couple of weeks. I mean, Molly, I think she decided last night that Easter is now her favorite holiday. It used to be Halloween, then it was Christmas, now it's Easter. I
remember how that goes.
And we've been celebrating for like the last 3 weeks, so.
You'll have to tell us, though, because when my kids were that age, then you'd have to just keep having egg hunts. Like,
I know.
Our kids would hide the eggs themselves and then find them.
Even the past my parents were visiting a couple days ago, like, so we'd hid eggs outside. It was one of the days that it was really nice out. She found them all, and she's like, again? We're like, well, no, that's it for today. This is like your 12th egg hunt this week, and we'll have more this weekend.
You will, definitely.
But we did have a great weekend. We had church yesterday morning. There's us after church.
Look how excited she is.
Decorated so beautifully. And then we went to our egg hunt, which was inside. Molly found the golden egg.
Look at her.
I think she deserved to find the golden egg after her traumatic experience with the Easter Bunny.
So she's plugging her ears there too from her own crying, right?
So later we asked her, like, why were you covering your ears? And she was like, it was so loud. We were like, your crying was so loud? She said, yeah. So loud. And Charlie was laughing. I mean, Charlie laughs at her all day long, but Charlie was laughing at her. Because I don't think he's ever seen her cry before. And like she was screaming, so terrified.
Did she even sit down or she just stood the whole time?
She stood the whole time, yeah. And like we were in line for about 10 minutes. That was a few weeks ago. It was at Jerry's for All Seasons, which is a beautiful setup. It's so amazing. They move us right along. So we were only in line for like 10 minutes. And she was waving to him, blowing him kisses. As we were getting closer, you could see, like you could feel she was getting more tense, getting more nervous. But I never expected that. Like the absolute meltdown.
So yesterday at church, it was really funny because there was a little girl and it was right at communion time. And she was about that age and just said, I don't want to go to communion, and just started crying. Not that she was going to communion, but they were getting up to go. Aww. And so many people just got a kick out of that.
I'm sure the parents were.
They were probably mortified.
Yes.
But everyone else was just like, this is so cute.
Can relate, yeah. So cute. I was very proud of my kids. They were perfect angels in church yesterday.
Oh, nice.
For a full hour. It was lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job. Well, now turning to Talkback, a call about a new jingle here at the news station. And he says it's splendid to the viewers' ears.
And I just saw your Talkback 16 with that wonderful, splendid new jingle that you do in the mornings. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where you got it from, but it has to be the most magical jingle I've ever heard in my life. Please continue to keep doing that day after day after day after day. Thank you and have a happy Easter.
I think there was sarcasm there.
I think so too.
Yeah, and sir, I think you are going to hear it day after day after day after day.
But even with our old jingle, it was still day after day after day after day. Just how it goes.
And these come from a corporate office far above us that designs all this stuff for us. So
I think everything looks great.
That's fine.
New graphics.
Yeah, they look nice. And another caller is sick of seeing the same commercials.
To the lady who was calling from Wayne County and said that she's been watching too many Jardians commercials or A commercials, well, I agree. There's a lot of annoying commercials that are on the air. But if you don't like the commercials that you watch, just hit the mute button or just change the channel for future reference. Thank you.
I will say, though, with all these commercials, my kids in the car will sing these songs all the time. Jardians, eat better or spend less, that's wise,
nice.
Like all those things. So they must be working.
They must be.
Because the kids aren't paying close attention to the commercials, but they're hearing the songs.
But are they working because do they know what the commercials are for?
Well, that's a good point. They probably have no idea. The jingles are working, I guess.
Well, we're going to turn to Talkback, and some viewers noticed that John was solo on the anchor desk yesterday, and they had this suggestion.
Hey, when Mindy's off or Myers is off, why don't you put Nikki Kreis? You always have two at 5 o'clock instead of just having one there at a time. Looks kind of stupid, but the other seat being empty. You got a lot of reporters there that do a good job. When one takes off, why don't you just replace them until they come back?
Well, yesterday, Mindy was off, Joe was off, Nikki was off, Carrie was
A
off.
lot of people off, right?
Yeah.
John, who produces Overnight, was off.
Was off, yep.
Carrie, who produces the morning show,
John
was off.
yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah,
Whoa.
Lindsay was producing.
Whoa.
So
Yeah, there were a
he
lot
was
of
by
people off.
himself.
Plus, a lot of the dayside reporters were off, so that's just the way it works sometimes.
Yeah, and then there's a snowball effect, like nobody can fill in because everybody's
because
off.
we need people to report and all that kind of stuff. So that's just how it works.
And honestly, John likes anchoring 4.5 hours by himself.
Is that true story, John?
He thinks it's fun.
Look at you.
Okay, maybe not. I might have made that up.
it doesn't sound like you're like, oh, what do you have to do? Read for 4.5 hours?
Yes,
That's not tough.
right.
But it is. It's just.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try chipping at coal in the mines for 10 hours a day,
That's
every
true.
day.
That's true.
So I was excited when these two were back.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, now to another call about changing the channel in response to Jardian's commercials.
I have a comment about the lady that called in about the Jardians commercials. I totally agree with you. They're so annoying. It's one after another. And then the gentleman that called in and commented, if you don't want to watch it, change the station. It is so annoying. And we love Channel 16, so we don't want to change the station. Please, my God, please change these commercials. Put something else on. Thank you. Have a good day.
We do appreciate her loyalty, though.
Yes.
They love
Yeah.
Channel 16 so much they don't want to turn away.
Would she rather have John and the 3 Ps, you think? Or
Maybe.
maybe. I don't know. Everybody got annoyed with those commercials.
Could you guys sing that song again? It was great. I don't know this commercial, but these guys know the jingle. Here we go.
Jardians is really swell.
swell.
The little pill with a big story to tell. And there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
And they all
Although, I think the original one, which was really annoying,
Yeah.
was the best version
It
of all
was.
the Jardians.
No turtles?
Yeah.
The lady that was dancing
She
in the
would dance.
street and all colorful and stuff.
The yellow and blue colors.
Yeah. Then they changed it to different people singing and all that. It hasn't been as catchy.
Hasn't been as good ever since the original.
Yeah.
It's what happens when they make a sequel.
Yeah.
You know?
True, the
Yeah.
sequel's never as good.
Never as good.
Good.
Yeah.
Wicked cool.
Wicked cool.
You back in New England?
I
I don't
am.
know why I have my jacket on. I'm just thinking. I'm running back and forth, inside, outside. All right, there you go.
Wow. It's quite the
Nice.
toss.
Yep.
All right, so yesterday we were here and we were talking about how excited Joe and I are, and Mindy too, about seeing
Well,
the high
thanks for
resolution.
including me.
We were
More us.
geeking out a
Just
little bit.
Yeah,
admit
you
it.
guys,
More us.
you guys were geeking out. That's
Yeah,
true.
we were going. We wanted to see the high resolution images that came from the space mission, and now we have some. This is just the first little sample of what we're getting. There's the solar eclipse from the moon, and it's just amazing looking at these up close
I
pictures.
love this Earth
That
rise.
one's incredible.
That's incredible right there.
And there's that solar eclipse too. So
And you can see the corona of the sun.
Yes,
Yeah.
around the moon. And you think of, this is a picture, you think of them actually seeing that Earth rising and setting
Like
on the
through
other
the
side
window.
of the moon. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And going on that far side of the moon that so few humans have actually seen, and they got to see it in person.
I
It
was
is
still
really
hoping
incredible.
they would find like an alien settlement there, you know, something we've
A surprise?
a surprise, but nothing
So
like
we've
that.
seen the dark side of the moon, but backside, I
Yes.
should say. There is
Yeah.
no dark side since the 60s. So no, there's no. We even have an orbiter around the moon.
Yeah.
A lot of folks
Oh.
don't realize that 15, 20 years already. So
Okay.
we've seen the entire moon mapped
All
out.
right.
But now we're getting that human perspective.
Yes.
Right?
And
And
them
it's-
talking about what they're seeing, it just sounds so incredible.
And they're actually going to splash down in the Pacific
It's
Ocean
Friday,
off the
right
coast
off the coast of San Diego. It's going to be
yeah.
big, big, big.
So that's exciting.
Yep.
And turning now to Talkback, where we have days off and cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, I just think that they were talking about having replacements for when the newscasters are off. Why don't you just have cutouts and have individuals who are taking the day off do their bit by phone? Say Joe's off for a week. He has to call in every morning and do the weather over the phone behind the cutout.
I'm working again.
Yeah, he doesn't have off.
It sort of defeats the purpose of having vacation, but
It would be amusing.
it would be, yeah, it would be
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, but
Sir, I've been here 33 years. Don't I deserve some time off? Come on.
Maybe.
I earned it.
Maybe.
We get these calls all the time about us taking off, and that is one thing about working at a company for a very, very long time. You get a lot of time off.
Well, and also working in an industry where people notice you.
Yes.
It's very noticeable when you have a day off.
Yeah.
And here's another factor a lot of people don't realize. When they are off on holidays, we are working.
Yeah.
Christmas, Easter, whatever the holiday, we're working, so then we get a comp day for that day. So they're probably not watching the time we're working. On holidays, they're with their family.
And the other thing they don't realize is that Joe specifically works on the holidays so he doesn't have to be with his family, and that way he's got an excuse. They may not realize that.
I'm not a big holiday guy. Every day is a holiday for me. The holidays get in the way of my normal life.
There
She's
you
right.
go. There you go.
Right. Yep.
All right, others don't want to see the snow.
Yeah, how about these commercials that you guys have? Those Mindy Ramsey talking about something for people over 60 and whatnot and this and that. How about getting those commercials off? It shows nothing but snow in the background. You know, let's get rid of the snow commercials and the stuff with snow in it. We had enough snow this year.
I'd love to know your perspective on that. Is that true? Are they outdated commercials or no? Or
no, if they're still running, it's something that's happening. But then when we shot them, there was snow in the background.
When was the last time? Because just 2 weeks ago, we did have some snow.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago,
So that's
really.
what it was.
So.
What is this over 60 thing? That includes me. What is it?
Oh, it's a senior gathering. You want to go?
Is it over 60?
Yes.
I'll get the info.
It does prove a good point, though, about how quickly we go from snow seeming normal to where it's like so odd to see.
Yeah.
Like we talk about how we see snow in April every year, but it's still, when you see snow in April, you're always like, oh my gosh, it's snowing.
Yeah.
Now you know how I feel all year.
Yes.
All right.
Now Talkback and a call about waste in space.
I just saw Whamcam this morning. Joe Stediger talking about poop and constipation. What is wrong with your channel? Nobody wants to hear that in the morning or night.
Mindy, do you want to hear that?
Well, see, I'm kind of somebody who likes potty humor.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody farts, I'll laugh. So I like hearing that kind of stuff. Like, I'm
He
curious.
was obviously offended, but even
Yes.
on the Artemis mission, on World News, they were talking about the bathroom that they had. This, folks, this is
It's a
to
thing.
be human. It's a thing.
It's not like they put a porta potty up there on the moon when people were landing there. They had to take care of it.
And it was informative. I think everyone's amazed by the fact that there's 96 bags on the moon right now.
I know that. I
How
had
could that
no
not-
idea.
Information is power, sir.
Yeah.
Come on, appreciate that. So it's
So,
not really
you
potty
know.
humor. It's just facts, scientific
I like
facts.
potty humor, though. We could do more
I
of
mean,
that.
John,
Yeah, I do.
we're learning so
Just
much.
ask my
here.
husband. Ask my husband. He'll tell you. I laugh every time. Okay, now we're going to Bunnygate.
I'm calling just to mention about those blow-ups that they up there putting in the backyard and keep on having mysteriously deflated when Joe comes in the morning. It's hilarious. I wish they would just figure this out, because it's just constant with this. The train, the bunny, Easter bunny, every month or something, there's some kind of new drama with that backyard.
What's going to be next?
That's a good question. What's going to be the next drama?
We don't know.
It unfolds organically.
Yeah, it really does.
So
right?
we don't know for sure what the next drama is going to be. But it is a valid question. Like, why did you create that drama with Bunnygate?
It just was
One day I put a tattoo on it, then it breaks, then Anthony adds something. It just happens. Like you said, it's organic.
It's organic.
The next thing is going to be this. I'm going to secretly plant some poison ivy in the backyard and say, Mindy, I want to show you something out here. And then before you know,
Yeah.
Great idea.
It's gonna,
Drama.
It's not pretty. Oh my! And it really is just so itchy. It's really hard not to itch. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
you have
It's
a
worse
certain
than mosquito
ointment?
bites.
You have an ointment for it or something?
Well, I have some of that scrub
The
that they're
stuff
going to
that
be
they're going to make it
making. Luckily, I live pretty close.
Now when she goes to the Mr. Z, she could just go across the street and ask for some.
Excuse me, can I have some poison ivy scrub? But that stuff does work really well.
Maybe we can grow it in Kurt Aaron's garden and I'll have you come out and look at it. And
Okay.
yeah, that'll be perfect.
A little experiment.
Yep.
Others want to celebrate Jet.
I wanted to wish Joe Schneider's dog, Jet, a very, very happy 15th birthday. I think he looks awesome. I think when we are lucky enough to have more mature animals. We are blessed. And Jet looks fantastic, and I hope he has a wonderful day with his family.
He looks ridiculous on that slab of granite.
So take us to later today.
Yeah, later
at your
today.
house.
What's going to happen?
Yeah, so my daughter and wife, they make a big deal of this. My daughter's going to get him presents. She's going to put the hat on him. There's going to be some sort of cake. There's going to be her. She hoists him up. Since he was little, he knows that she tortures him, and he deals with whatever she does.
Wow.
So he'll go along with whatever she...
He has no choice. And then the whole time I play the part where I don't like this, but yet deep down inside I do.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a birthday party. That's going to happen.
No, I'm curious. Is the cake like you can go to those dog bakeries and
get
get
some human cake.
Human cake, okay.
We have it.
So you guys
He has
can eat
a little
it.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We give him everything.
Yeah, because those dog cakes, they don't taste good.
No,
just
no,
so you know. I mean, they taste good for dogs, but
He'll
not
have cake,
us.
hot dogs, pizza. He has everything.
You're going to have to post a picture.
Oh, there'll be pictures.
Will she do a photo shoot, Aaliyah?
I forgot to tell you, she already bought him a card from me and my wife to give him tomorrow.
Are you serious?
She already bought us a card to give him. And she bought a card from her, too. 2 cards ready to go today.
I feel like...
To give to the dog.
I feel like Jet probably would be fine with 1 card for the whole family.
This is what you do. I don't know why. I hate it, but I like it.
Meanwhile, he just wants to go out and chase a squirrel.
Yeah.
He just wants to bite the head off a snake. That's all he wants to do.
That's all he wants to do.
Well, happy birthday to him.
Yes, happy birthday to Jet, 15 years.
Yeah.
Well, we are turning now to Talkback and a call about us.
Uh-oh.
And I just want to say I love the morning show. No matter if I had a crappy night's sleep, things are going on in my life, I welcome in the morning seeing them. They put a smile on my face. Don't ever fire them. Give them a raise.
Wow.
I like that lady. She knows what she's talking
She could be
about.
an agent for us.
The thing is, I have low self-esteem. I need to hear stuff like that.
Yeah, once in a while it's nice, right?
That was really nice.
It's really, really nice.
We get that from Talkback.
Because we don't, it's human nature. If you go to Disneyland and you read the complaint box, it's all cranky people. No one goes to Disney and says, I love the rides, it was great, I'm going to put that in the complaint.
Yeah, usually it's the people that are angry.
You only hear from cranky people.
And you realize that when you were trying to pick something on vacation, like a hotel or things, and you look at the comments.
You only hear from cranky people.
Only the people that are upset are going to make comments.
Yeah, and you have to ascertain which people you're going to trust.
Yes.
I know. Some of them are untrustable.
Because a lot of times you'll look at a place that looks great, and then there's cranky ones. And then you have to realize, well, they're going to complain about it. And then if you read their complaints, it's like, well, the toilet paper wasn't properly placed in the bathroom, or
it's
things
really
like that.
their problem, not the hotel's problem.
Yeah. So we
true.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Other callers are over the clicks.
Oh my goodness. When you're wrapping up the news, could you not do the clicking sounds? Like, really, you guys are adding so much goofy stuff, sounds and things to everything. It's just awful. Stop. Just wrap up the news, and we don't need the extra clicking sound.
I think the clicking is when we do the top stories now.
Oh, and in between
new
each story.
things they sent us for these new graphics. In between each story, it goes like click, 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 click,
Is
click.
it supposed to sound like a keyboard or no?
No, it's
like click, 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 and then it goes to the next one.
So, man, we're just cogs in the corporate machine. We don't pick this stuff.
Yeah.
Click, click, click,
Someone
click,
way up there does.
Well, before they sent us a different sound, and people didn't like that sound either.
So maybe we're just trying sounds that we were offered.
Could be. I don't know.
Click, click, click.
Well, it's always interesting what people choose to call Talkback about, but do you know how much work goes into every single detail of a newscast? You're about to find out in Talkback Feedback.
Welcome to Talkback Feedback. You know, we thought we were doing you a solid. We thought we were answering you, our best and only friends.
I hope you change that music, that God-forsaken music when you go to commercial. I just can't stand it. And it gets real loud.
Well, you know, Stroudsburg, we went one better. We completely revamped all of our in-house sound effects. And you know what? You don't like that either.
And yeah, I'm calling about that new jingle you have between stories. That is so irritating.
It's nauseating. It's pathetic. It doesn't make any rational sense.
Well, that makes me sad, Scranton, very sad. I mean, I personally spent months listening to every news theme and jingle known to man, searching for the perfect one. I canvassed the continents, reviewing every sound effect in every newscast in the world, until finally, months after I started, I finally found the jingle you hear today. And you know what, Scranton? Not everyone hates it.
And I just saw your wonderful, splendid new jingle that you do in the mornings. Oh my goodness, I don't know where you got it from, but it has to be the most magical jingle I've ever heard in my life.
Well, thanks, Duryea. It's nice to know someone appreciates the hard work that goes into these newscasts. The little things, when we go above and beyond, without fuss or fanfare. Just for you.
Get rid of that little jingle between stories. It's sickening. I had to turn the channel while I was listening to the news.
Well, I mean, I guess we could bring back the animal sound. You too can call Talkback at 1-800-228-WNEP, and maybe next week we'll give you a little feedback.
Or click, 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 click.
Yeah, I think the lady didn't like the click, click, so we're going to have to think of something else.
Click, click, click. What else could we do?
Turkey sounds.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Why not?